Meghan Markle blocked by California Governor Gavin Newsom. Meghan famous but friendless. Are Harry and Meghan looking to move to Malibu? Is Archie's fake birth certificate barring him from going to kindergarten in California? Has Gavin Newsom blocked Meghan Markle? The California governor is said to be screening the Duchess's calls as she begs to be appointed Dianne Feinstein's replacement in the Senate. As you may know, Newsom is the failed governor of California. Californians are so upset by the skyrocketing crime, drugs everywhere, legalized criminality, and homelessness taking over the cities that a recall Gavin Newsom vote to remove him from office was launched and nearly went to a vote. Dianne Feinstein was mayor of San Francisco for 10 years until 1988 and has been a sitting California senator since 1992. That's a long time. Meghan is now clamoring to be placed into her slot, appointed, should she retire. I don't really understand what's going on here. I mean, if Feinstein retires, then they should just hold a special election if she doesn't serve out her entire 4-year Senate term. Plus, California is losing population so fast that they may lose that Senate seat anyway. They have 32 senators currently because of the size of their population. That is going to shrink because they're hemorrhaging population. Newsom blocking Meghan is just another show of disrespect, another sign that doors are not magically opening for Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, but rather they're closing in her face. Next, we have the story of the 88-year-old neighbor next door of Harry and Meghan. He came to visit them offering a lovely film that he personally created of the history of the Montecito neighborhood and to simply welcome them to the community when they moved in. He was turned back at the gate by security and told they're not interested. Okay, so they have like voice intercom to talk to the security, and the security's like, he's relaying what they said. This splashed out in the media because the neighbor just published his memoir. How someone treats the little people, the unimportant people, says everything about them. James Corden is a recent example of this, but Corden, unlike Meghan Markle, has talent and therefore value to Hollyweird. It may be that Hollyweird is turning on Meghan. Are Harry and Meghan going to move to Malibu? It's closer to LA, it's packed with A-list stars. I thought they were getting divorced. Yeah, I mean, if Harry's trying to get out now, then Meghan needs to tie him down further. A newer, bigger house, another surrogate baby. But hopefully even Harry won't agree to that. So a spending spree and a new house are the game here. That's what I think. More complications, more burdens, more ties that bind to slow him down and tie him up. Finally, was Archie refused entry to California schools due to a fake and forged birth certificate? Meghan's name is not on the birth certificate. Rather, the title, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex, is listed.
Yeah. That's some beautiful thing.
What I'm saying to you is you should give it to somebody that don't know any better, because that's a fugazi.
Netizens believe that this is done so that Meghan, the non-birthing mother, the non-birthing person, because apparently men can have babies now, which they can't, can legally put her name on a document that says birth certificate. So if Meghan was such an important person, they might overlook these irregularities in the birth certificate, like the U.S. government seems to be overlooking Harry's admitted drug use and on his immigration status. But the grift is not working anymore. So let's take a look in the cards. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. So, let's get right into it. There's a thread running through this, and I think that thread is divorce. And number one, Meghan is really just trying to tie Harry down and keep him there until she can reject him. I don't know if you have friends like that. I mean, I have narcissistic friends, and I'm like, I don't want to see you anymore, I'm done, and I just get away from them, and then they lure me back like with all kinds of sugar, and then the moment I come back, they reject me. Meghan is just trying to hold on to Harry until until she can get rid of him rather than her get rid of, rather than him get rid of her. And I think they are divorcing. So let's look at this move to Malibu. It could be just press. You know, Meghan pays people to keep her name in the papers and on the magazines and on, you know, in any kind of media. So are they going to move to Malibu? Because I can definitely see Meghan wanting to do that. But I mean, it's not going to benefit Harry, of course. So is there going to be a move to Malibu? Are they trying to move to Malibu? Selfishness. Plan. The longest planning cards are Snake and King. Queen of Spades and King of Spades. These are the longest planning cards. There's a plan in place. Player. Making a play. No. Okay. So is Meghan scheming to try to get Harry to move her to Malibu, closer to all the stars, closer to LA? I think Malibu is like an hour, or like, yeah, because of traffic, it's about an hour from downtown LA. But Hollywood, Burbank are right next to Malibu. Really just right next door, like 10 miles, 15 miles. I used to live out there. Not in Hollywood. I lived in Long Beach, and I lived up in by Stanford in San Francisco, and it's pretty crazy up there with the homeless and the crime, and it's a beautiful place. It was the American dream up there, and now it's the American nightmare. And if, you know, that could be coming to all of America if we keep electing people like Brandon. That's what all of America will look like if we keep electing people like Brandon. Okay. What do we have? And I just want to be dead. I want to be passed from this earth before that happens. And I want all the knuckleheads who are doing this to enjoy the fruits of their labors. Okay, so what do we have? 6 spades, selfishness, butterfly, and snake. So there's a plan in place, and it's a selfish plan by Meghan, and she's trying to package it so it's really good. Butterfly is also a card of sex, flirtation, very light, very beautiful. So she's on her best behavior. Come on, Harry, let's move to Malibu. It'll be so great. You'll love it. It's be great for you. 18. So 18, 5 diamonds. She's on an ongoing campaign for her own selfishness. It's going to cost more money. It's gonna keep him tied up, and, you know, hopefully she can keep him tied up until she can leave him rather than he leaves her. It's throwing a wrench in the works of him trying to get out and keep his mind clear. So on an ongoing basis, yes, she is trying to do this. This is her plan. This is what she wants. Montecito's too far away. Montecito is, if you are the A-list of the A-list, you live in Montecito, like Oprah, and people like that. They don't need to be in the mix. People come to them. Okay, but someone who's only like B-list or C-list or even just like standard A-list, like a Kardashian, they need to live in Malibu. They need to live in the mix so that they can get to the important people, because the important people are not necessarily going to come to them. And that's her plan. So whether Harry moves with her or not, eventually Meghan will move back to the center, maybe right to Beverly Hills. I don't know if you've been to Beverly Hills. It's right in the center of LA. That's a really good, you could just walk out the door and find celebrities there. 3 diamonds, working everything together. Yeah, she does want to move to Malibu. And she wants to make this her permanent home, her permanent home, her marriage home. She's making a play for this. No, it's not happening right now. Harry's like, no. And hopes and fears. She's afraid. She has FOMO. She's afraid to be left out of the conversation and the action. 3 Black Birds is very active. There's a lot of talking, action, and this is what she wants to do right now. So Meghan is the person of right now. She drops everything and does what has to be done right now. So this is what she's, politicking for right now. But Harry's blocking it. He's like not into it. He is, previous readings, I believe that Harry is looking at divorce. And so she's doing everything she can to stop him. And he's like, no, I'm not moving right now. But yeah, she's been really working for this for her own gains. She feels this is a key move. She's trying to be as sweet as possible. This is our new marriage home. So yes, Meghan is trying to get them to move to Malibu because it's better for her. And who cares about Harry, because he's going to be gone. One way or the other, Harry's going to be gone. So Gavin Newsom, I want to look at Gavin Newsom blocking Meghan. Let's look at it. I mean, let's look at the relationship, because I think it's pretty bad in Hollywood for Meghan right now. She's being called no talent. She's fired from Spotify. She kicked Harry off of her Spotify archetypes, and then she failed. That's bad, okay? If it had been her and Harry, then she could have blamed Harry, but she really can't. And she'll probably try, but it won't work because Harry was not part of the Spotify thing. Even though the guy who criticized, who came out and called them effing grifters, he was saying that about Harry, not about Meghan, because people would have cried foul if he said that about Meghan. But then right after that, a guy came out and said, Meghan has no talent. Meghan has no talent. So, and nobody cried foul. So let's look at Gavin Newsom and Meghan. This is about politics. Gavin Newsom, Meghan. Gavin Newsom, very upset. Oh, look at that. Oh, devil. Meghan. Because what does Meghan want? She wants that Senate seat. She wants it given to her. She doesn't want to work for it. She doesn't want to campaign for it. She doesn't want to have to go through any of the work of becoming an actual politician. She just wants it handed to her. That's really weird. That's really weird. And maybe really typical for females today. You know, the entitlement of females today. And maybe Meghan represents that. Oh, I don't want to work. Just hand everything to me. So what do we have with Gavin Newsom? If we take out this devil card, we have lovers and cup overflowing. Love you, baby. Love you. Gavin Newsom loves Meghan. He wants to keep a close personal relationship with her. And then we have the devil. But she's the devil. 21, 23, and 6 clubs. He wants a long-term close relationship with her because she can be useful to him, but she's a devil. He thinks she's really selfish. She'll do anything. She's a devil. Or he's a devil. I mean, the devil always comes up for Meghan. I think he is also a devil, but I think, this is Gavin and Meghan, so I think he perceives her as a devil. What do we have over here? 10 clubs, the work card, every day doing the same thing, working everything together and manifesting it. Wow. Meghan is harassing him to the point that he just can't take it. 13 and 3, 26, 7 diamonds. She is constantly calling him. She's harassing him to the point of madness, and she's getting people outside to bother him too. So she's bothering him every day, and she's getting other people to bother him too, and he's had enough. Blocked and not able to renew. Blocked renewal. So she can't keep calling him. 13, 4 hearts. Even though he wants the relationship, she's just too much. She's too much. Like, I love my dog, but every time I go outside, he jumps on me. I'm fixing the house. I have power tools. I get up on a ladder. It's too much. I love my dog, but he's too much when I'm outside, and it's too much. So I think that's how he feels about Meghan. He does want a good relationship with her, but she's just too much. She's just way too much. You need to dial it back about 1,000,000%. Okay, dial it back, Meghan. Dial it back. Okay, so let's look at Hollywood and Meghan. And we've looked at this, and they're part of the club. Okay, they're part of the club. Harry and Meghan are part of the club. They're kind of losers, and they're not getting anything done. But, I mean, they're important celebrity kind of people, and the celebrities like this. They're like, how can I use you? They can be used. Okay, Harry and Meghan want to use them. They want to use Harry and Meghan. There's a symbiotic, relationship there. So let's look at Hollywood and Meghan. Is Meghan really out of Hollywood? Because Newsom likes Meghan. She could be a useful person to him. Okay, he's not like, no, I've had enough of this chick. I'm done with her. No, he likes her. She's just too much. Okay, is Hollywood done with Meghan? Hollywood and Meghan. Oh, look at that. Meghan. Okay. Is Hollywood done with Meghan? Well, the door is open. It's wide open. The way is open. It depends what happens, but the way is absolutely open. And they're just lying low. Hollywood is lying low. 14-5, 19-5 clubs. We have 2 5s. 5s are right in the middle. They're change cards. They want to see something good. They want to give me a reason to love you, Meghan. Give us a reason. Okay? And it depends on what she does. So they're kind of lying low. But the door is wide open. Okay, she's in no way is she kicked out of Hollywood. She's not kicked out of politics. She's not kicked out of Hollywood. She's a useful idiot. She's the new Ocasio-Cortez. She's the new squad. She's the new squad member. All those racist people screaming racism and sex. They're really racist. They're really sexist. They're really bigoted. And so they scream racism, sexism, and bigotry. And that's their brand. And that's how you know who they are. The people screaming racism are the racists. The people screaming sexism are the sexists. That's how you know who they are. And who Antifa, those are the fascists. Anti-fascists. They're the fascists. So what do we have with Meghan? Direct action, direct action. High tower, business, friends, business, and direct action. So these are people closely associated with her. Good. This could be friends, family, business. She wants to rise to the highest place, and she's going to do whatever. She's going to take direct action to get there. 22, 26, 7 diamonds, and she wants to mobilize people outside of herself. So 7, 7, 7. We have lots of 7s. 7s never exhaust. They keep going and going and going. She's the Energizer Bunny. So she's not locked out of Hollywood either. And here's 7 diamonds. This adds 7 diamonds, 7 diamonds. Working outside contacts to get work. 17, 5 hearts, and seeing what comes up. 5 hearts, fence sitter. So fence sitter is just waiting for things to happen. So she's working everything. She's working very hard. These are her people. And it's just not happened yet. So a normal actor, actress can go to all these casting calls, go to casting call after casting call after casting call, and people start to know who they are, and then they start getting roles. She's doing that. She's very busy being a working actress in Hollywood, trying to drum up business. So Hollywood is not closed to Meghan. Politics are not closed to Meghan. Contrary to what you may be hearing, these avenues are not closed to her. Okay, was Archie refused entry to kindergarten in Montecito due to his obviously fake birth certificate? You can't have, her name needs to be on the birth certificate. You can't have a photocopy. All kinds of weirdness going on. I mean, there's so much weirdness. I've made 10 videos on Archie, the surrogate, 20 videos, 30 videos on the surrogate, the birth certificate, the doctors quitting, everybody, some Gupta lady from India, she was on Skype allegedly, and then she retracted it. So much weird stuff about Lily and Archie and their births and their everything. So much weird stuff. So was Archie refused entry to kindergarten due to a fake birth certificate? What he needs to do is he needs to go back across the border to Mexico, come illegally across the border, commit felonies in California, get caught, claim to be a victim, and they'll let him in immediately. Okay, because that's how it works right now. So, was Archie refused to kindergarten. Let's see. Difficulties. Okay. Manifesting. Okay. Was Archie refused kindergarten? So sweetness, everything is roses, needs to be done now, and everything material. Cornucopia is all the physical material things like school, a house, a car, book bag, all those material things. 7 and 8, 15, 4 clubs. This is just something that's happening now. He's starting kindergarten. This is not saying he's not allowed in. Manifesting secretly, going behind the scenes and manifesting and talking to people behind the scenes and doing it a very sneaky way, committed to doing it a very sneaky way and working behind the scenes. 20, 32 plus 5, 37. 36 is 9 spades, 10 hearts. Appealing to emotions. They're pulling all the strings behind the scenes. Okay, Archie is in kindergarten. They're pulling all the strings behind the scenes. It doesn't matter how fake his birth certificate is, he's in. Okay, just like Harry is not kicked out of the United States, even though he admitted to the whole world that he's taken drugs and he loves drugs and they really help him and they're his best friend and all that nonsense. He's not kicked out. So it's not true. He's not been refused entry to kindergarten. He is getting in. They're pulling all the strings behind the scenes. So what do we have here? Okay. Meghan is trying to get Harry to move to Malibu. That is her plan. She's been working on it for a while. Harry's like, no way, Jose. I'm out of here. She's doing everything to keep him around so that she can reject him later and divorce him. And I'm sure she's, doing everything behind the scenes, behind his back, just like he has to do behind her back. Gavin Newsom blocked Meghan. She's just too much. I mean, he wants a relationship with Meghan. He's happy to have a relationship with Meghan. She's a useful idiot that he can use later. She'll use him. He'll use her. It's very transactional. Hollywood is the same way. Meghan is doing what she needs to be doing in Hollywood, working behind the scenes, trying to get roles, make things happen. And Hollywood respects that, and they're not rejecting Meghan. Hollywood has not rejected Meghan. Politics, Gavin Newsom is not rejecting Meghan. She is trying to get a move to Malibu. It will happen. And Archie was not refused entry to kindergarten. They're working their way behind the scenes. So that's how you do it. And that's how I see it, folks. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe.